The aim of Cards Against Linguistics is to choose a card that you feel best benefits the situation. Each person individually picks a situation card or white card from the pile when it is their turn. Once they read the situation out loud to the other players must then choose a response card or black card. This card represents what they feel would be the most beneficial to the situation. The player who read the situation card then gets to choose the answer that they feel is the overall most beneficial response from the cards they are given from the other players. However, the players who gave their response card can argue why they think their response card should be the ultimate winner. This elicits discussion from the group and multiple points of views can be expressed. Once the player wins with their response card, they receive the situation card. The person with the most situation cards at the end of the round wins the overall game.
Critical race theory looks at intersection of race, racism, and power, class, and culture, specifically to understand it and transform the relationship. CRT is a legal perspective that argues racism is normal and not aberrant in US society, and it is applicable everywhere. In education, the concept of CRT enhances the explanation of how schooling practices are often contingent on unspoken power relationships that have to do with racialized practices and privilege. As a pre-service teacher, we can employ CRT as a way to examine how intersections of race, ethnicity, class, power, and culture can be implicit in unequal power relationships between teachers and students. An example of this can be seen by examining the normalized practices of privilege, white teachers who teach students unlike themselves.
Common discourse among the community and teachers is that different races, including people who do not speak English as a first language, may not be trying to accomplish anything, without realising that it may be that they do not know how to. This game highlights the linguistic social justice issues that are present within society and is a reflection of critical race theory, privilege theory, and Marxism. It is often thought that people who do not speak English are not as intelligent and are not as important, when in reality, they may simply be struggling to express themselves. Teachers can place low expectations of culturally diverse students in Australia, and these reproduce already existing inequities. This is also reflected within society. By creating a game that shows the limited and sometimes difficult options that people with a minute amount of English ability have placed upon them, it can be seen that there are not always opportunities for these people to thrive.
Defined as the estrangement of people from the aspects of their species' essence as a consequence of living in a society of stratified social classes. Marx examines classes in regards to three different areas: the aristocracy, the bourgeoisie, and the proletariat classes. These areas are evident throughout both private and public school funding as we comprehend the use of a cultural capital as well as social capital. Students from a NESB may come under any of these three classes, but within social hierarchy depends on the colour of their skin. Treatment of the student seems to vary from gender to colour in the classroom. For example, students of an Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander background may be treated different or may be perceived as receiving special treatment, which can arguably apply to NESB students as they may need more assistance to complete tasks in class. This in turn provides us with the evidence of the alienation theory in practice, as they feel alienated and isolated due to their social classes as well as socio-economic factors.
Marxism is a multitude of sociological theories which identifies class competition and struggle as a reason for discrimination. Pierre Bourdieu uses Marxism as a foundation for his ideas. He proposed a theory of social practice which explores how power relationships are produced. This is useful in the context of education as it observes inequality within educational discourses, policies, and pedagogies, enabling educators to understand how they are positioned within contexts that can either inhibit or promote equitable opportunities for learning. This concept is explored in Cards Against Linguistics as students are forced to supply a black card or response to commonly experienced situations within the classroom as detailed by the white cards. There will be instances where students will not have suitable responses to the situation, which emphasises inequality through the challenges students who lack proper resources, services, and instruction experience daily in schools. Often these students are disadvantaged due to factors related to capital, habitus, or field, which are the three key ideas within Bourdieu's theory.